Bridges in hard of the 3 and the 4. Jalen Brunson is out there with Contavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Towns in at the 5, down low. Here's Young. And the layup is good off the glass.
Nice work inside from Young. Not afraid of trying his luck down there.
Here's Brunson. Davis with a rebound.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
Young, the pass to Daniels. Outside Young. Knocks it down from distance. Young's got 5 points.
In terms of volume, Trae Young is up there in three-point shooting. He's never shy from deep.
Back to Brunson. Towns on a screen. Puts it up. And Brunson gets it to go.
A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with the head coach for the Hawks. Well, right away, Coach shared his thoughts on Jalen Brunson. He said, quote, he's going to get hot. That's just a fact. But the moment that happens, we hope to trap him, double him, and throw water on that fire. There you have it. Sounds like Coach is hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst when it comes to Brunson. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Towns for 3. The rebound by Atlanta. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Here's Young. Here he goes. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Young's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
The quicks off Trae Young. He gets to the rim at will. Better come with help side defense.
Towns passes to Brunson. Here's Towns. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other. Are you kidding? 5 for 5, and they just got started.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Towns a screen on Young. And Brunson gets it to go. Brunson's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
Young looking for an opening. Pass to Davis. And some solid defense from Towns. Knicks trail by 5. Back to Brunson. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out Towns. Fires the 3. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Davis a screen. Young the pass to Davis. Oh, he elevates for the slam. Jalen Brunson on the receiving end.
And that's unbelievable. Davis sky high doing his thing.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And some changes here for New York. Newell comes in for Bridges. Kolek comes in for Caldwell Pope. On defense, Atlanta. Pass to Kolek. Outside Hart. The kick out to Brunson. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They lead by 7. Hart pulls it in. The Knicks have gone 3 of 8 so far. To the middle. Kicks it out Towns. From outside the arc. And again, the Knicks missing.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
Young with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. 6 on the shot clock. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Atlanta?
Man, I'll say this. I mean, the mid-range jumper has been a huge weapon for them offensively. Just tremendous so far.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Bridges, he's checked in for New York. Thomas comes in for Brunson. Here's Bridges. Yep, count it.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
Davis can't hit.
Good idea trying to draw the foul. Very creative, to say the least.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Towns on a screen. Bridges with it. And Davis picks him up defensively. Tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. Atlanta making some changes. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. And Herbert Jones is subbed in for Johnson. New York also changing it up. Clark comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Lee in for Thomas. Daniels passes to Jones. They swipe it. Pass to Kolek. Here's Newell. Turner covers. And Turner with the block.
My goodness, the timing, the length, the instinct. Miles Turner sends it back. And
here's Young. That'll count. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Atlanta with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after. Happy to have you back with us for the Eastern. Conference semifinals on 2K Sports. All right. Guys, what do you think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. Herb Jones out there with Miles Turner. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. It's good. The Hawks lead by 4. Now Young. Jones sets the screen. Young, the pass to Jones. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Atlanta shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he can't get the first one. Grimes, he's checked in for Atlanta. Lonzo Ball comes in for Young. And a switch here also for New York. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Moore. Knicks trail by 5. Here's Kolick. Clark outside. Here's Newell, defended by Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nifty move. And Kolick gets it to go. Kolick's got 4 points this quarter.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
Outside Grimes. Drains the triple. And the Hawks lead by 6.
Well, you talk about spacing the floor. This is exactly what you hope for from Quentin Grimes.
They set the pick. 14 feet away, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter, and the bucket is good. 5 points in the game.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Knicks trail by 6. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Trent, he's checked in for Atlanta. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Towns is checked in. Atlanta on D. Caldwell Pope, the pass to Bridges. 3 shots and 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Ball. Oh, and Towns with the block.
This is exactly what you need from Karl Anthony Towns on the defensive end.
6 to shoot. Oh, nice shot by Grimes. Grimes has got 5 points now this quarter.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Towns hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
I'll tell you this, nice play by Towns. This guy can get it done. Back to the basket or facing up, doesn't matter.
Ball with it. No points yet. Newell pulls it in. Bridges against Jones. Lets it go. Offensive rebound. Takes a step back. Second shot opportunity. That's short off the rim. The Hawks lead. By 4. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Atlanta making some changes here. Anthony Davis comes in for Turner, and it's Johnson in for Jones. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. There's the screen by Johnson. And it's Ball off the drive. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Brandon Clark.
After averaging just about 3 points per game as a rookie, Jalen Johnson has put so much work into his game and has become a very good NBA player. Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Towns on a screen. Down low. Doing what he does.
Boy, it feels like Brunson improves as a facilitator every single year.
Davis with a screen on Brunson. Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Back to Brunson. Wing shot on the way. Rebounded by the Hawks.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
1:19 left in the half. High arcing shot. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, Johnson's versatility really shows up in the pick and roll.
And Brunson's got the ball here for New York. They trail by 7. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, this guy has not had a great night, and it really has weighed the entire team down.
Outside Grimes, out to the right wing. Ball outside. 5 on the clock. To the inside. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Good heads-up play by Ball. He sees an opportunity to create and executes on it.
Clark outside. 30 seconds left to play in the half. Towns outside. There's the 3. Oh! Can't get Towns any space from there.
What a feed to Towns. This guy ready to rise and fire on the catch.
The Hawks lead by 6. Now here's Ball. There's a screen by Johnson. Ball passes to Johnson and stolen by Clark. Here's Caldwell Pope. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one on Johnson. He's got his first free throws of the night right here. Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, this is what we've come to expect from him, right? Excellence at the foul line.
1 second left. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Atlanta on top, up 4. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Some great postseason action in the first half of play. A healthy lead has been built for the Atlanta Hawks.
Their work on the glass has been superb tonight. Chasing down every miss there, Ernie. That's their mindset.
Yeah, you can tell it was a focal point of their game plan coming in, and they've made good on that. Checking out how the Hawks are doing. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. Boy, what a great performance by Trae Young.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Checking out the group from Mike Brown to start the second half. Bridges and Hart are the 3 and the 4. Contavious Caldwell Pope out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Towns in at the 5.
You want to take away the shooting of Young, but in the pick and roll, Trae can dish it effectively.
Here's Hart. There's the drive. And the ball out of play. The Hawks will have it.
Boy, an unfortunate mix-up right there cost them a possession.
The Hawks lead by 6. Outside Young. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Towns gets the bucket.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Inside, it's stolen by Johnson. And a fast break now for Atlanta. And then Davis slams it in!
You talk about guys that like to go right to the rim. AD is towards the top of that list.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Knicks trail by 8. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Here's Brunson. Fantastic work down low from the crafty Brunson.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Young against Brunson. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And Atlanta making a change here. Turner's checked in. And out of bounds. The Hawks will have it. So it's Atlanta now. Johnson a screen on Brunson. Pass to Turner. Back to Young. Now Johnson. He's covered by Hart. Young against Caldwell Pope. Brunson. That one no good. Good D by Daniels. Atlanta leading by 8. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Fast break, New York. And Hart throws it down.
Josh Hart hammering it down. That's a message right there.
Outside Young to the paint. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Outside Hart. New York working the ball around now. From the baseline. That's good from Towns. On the assist from Hart. Towns has got 13 now.
Well, this team relies obviously on Towns for great productivity, and this guy is as reliable offensively as you get.
Brunson against Young. Second chance shot. 4 on the clock. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds in the game. Bridges outside. This one for 3. Pure from 3-point range. He's got 9.
Well, we know Mikal Bridges can connect from distance. This guy has become a consistent threat from deep.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Newell, he's checked in for New York. Outside Young. And there's a pick. Pass to Johnson. Johnson a screen on Brunson. Young, the pass to Johnson. It counts! And the foul! It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Hart with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Here's Bridges.
Well, you can see the confidence that Mikal Bridges has in himself. This guy's going to take pride in going up strong, forcing the issue, and getting himself to the foul line.
It's his first trip to the line. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Clark is checked in for New York. Kolek comes in for Hart. And he makes a first.
Well, what you love about Mikal Bridges is he is going to accept whatever his coaches and team ask of him. This is what's allowed him to be successful.
And Young has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. 59 seconds left to play in the third. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. That's going to send Trae Young to the line. Jalen Brunson picks one up. The Knicks making a switch here. Thomas is checked in.
And Trae Young's attitude on the floor is so striking. He's got this unbreakable edge to him. He's super competitive and is ready to scrap with them.
Clock at 6. Clark with a screen on Daniels. Bridges passes to Thomas. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
And a strong finish with two hands.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Thomas against Daniels. Pass to Kolek, puts up a three, and the three-pointer goes. Kolek's got his third bucket of the night.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. The Hawks on top, up one. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And welcome back, folks, for more Eastern Conference semifinal action. Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. Miles Turner out there with Johnson. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Towns can't get it to go.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And here's Young. That won't go. 5 for 10 from the floor. New York trailing. And he lobs it up top. Stolen by Daniels. It's a one-on-one situation. And he's knocked off course by the D. So the foul is called. And he'll shoot free throws. That one misses. And he sinks the second.
He missed the chance to put them up by 3. You know he'd like to have that one back.
Here's Kolek. Towns, a screen on Young. Towns outside to take the lead. Oh, that bucket gives him his 7th field goal in 12 tries.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Young. Slick drive by Young.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
New York has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Clark outside. Three-pointer. He can't get that one to fall. The Hawks leading. From 18 feet away. Off the left rim and out. The Knicks have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Towns. Guarded by Young. Baseline jumper. Another one falls for New York.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Davis, he's checked in for Turner. Josh Hart's checked in for New York. Lee comes in for Kolek. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. Coach delivering an inspiring message to his team saying, quote, hey, we can win this game. Believe in yourselves. Battle to the end. Honestly, guys, even I was a bit pumped up after hearing this one.
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Noel. And he converts the layup. Coming down the stretch. We'll see if someone can capture the lead and hold it.
Yeah, that's been an issue. 5 lead exchanges tonight. No debate there. He got hammered.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Knicks.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Mikal Bridges checked in for New York. Brunson comes in for Lee. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And that one drops for them.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
For New York, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Brunson with the finish inside.
One of the best clutch players in the entire league. Step up, Mr. Jalen Brunson.
Young with it. Caldwell Pope covering. Now Davis. And he slams it down.
What an emphatic bucket by Davis. This is a guy who never backs down or gives up.
New York trailing. Here's Harden. Up top, Bridges. Unloads. Excellent defense, forcing that big miss. The Hawks have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth.
Just a tremendous idea from Trae Young. Get that ball inside and force the defense's hand.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Here's Towns. Takes a 3. Oh, the shot is off.
Oh, that is how you deny an open look with some in-your-face defense.
Oh, the feathery touch. Dropped it right over the rim.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Lonzo Ball's checked in for Trae Young.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Right side, Brunson. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. The free is in.
This guy has earned a reputation for handling pressure and making clutch shots.
Outside ball. Johnson a screen on Brunson. Just 5 to shoot. Driving inside. And it's the Knicks with the ball. 2-point game. Banks it home. Big shot.
Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Young, he's checked in for Atlanta.
And you have to try to make something happen. I mean, they have to be aggressive at this point, even if it's risking a foul.
Good on the first, and that gives him a lead. And so he drops them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
In a close game, it's great to have guys you can count on to knock down free throws.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. What's the best strategy for him?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Now Towns. Cleared away by Davis. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And he ends up making the second. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And New York has possession. Outside Bridges. Puts up the tray. The triple drop.
Fearless, confident competitor. Bridges with the delivery.
Brunson against Young. For 3. Can't hit it.
the game winner on an absolute prayer.
And so it's the Knicks who come out on top here. And it always takes a lot of pressure off a team when they get the win in Game 1.
It's the most important game of the series. They've shown they know how to beat